Good afternoon. You join us in blazing hot Palm Springs. We just finished up filming an out-of-spec motoring video where we towed a Lucid Air with our Rivian R1T from Colorado to California. But then I was thinking, I don't want to go back with an empty load on the trailer, so I bought a car, and we're going to go pick up this car and tow it back to Colorado. And the situation could not be more perfect. It's a car I've always wanted to have in the permanent collection. This is one we'll never sell. It's not fancy, it's not expensive, it only cost me $5,000. But it is the most well-engineered vehicle in history. So what we're going to do is we're just finishing up, we just had lunch, left the dogs are with us. We left them in pet comfort, although I don't think it gets cold enough. Ellie's looking a little dazed.
Normal.
Are you all right, Ellie? I mean, it feels fine in here, but I don't know. Okay, interesting. Maybe we should try an experiment where we sit in here in the dog mode and see if it's comfortable enough. That would be a good video. Basically, we got a free charge, Electrify America station, old ABB unit, operating in complimentary charge. We have the trailer on the back of the truck, so it was like a pain in the butt to get it into this parking lot. And now we are heading to... from Palm Springs, if you take a look here on the map, all the way over here to just west of Pasadena, north of Glendale, close to some of my favorite driving roads on the planet, where I've bought a car here. So it's about a 2-hour drive from where we dropped the Lucid over to get the new car. And I thought I'd give you a little backstory as to why I wanted this car. And yeah, so I think no secret, we're starting to build a little collection of cars that, you know, I can just play around with. Nothing super fancy. We're not getting into the supercar world. This, again, was only $5,000. But I thought it'd be cool to have cars that I at least, that left a meaningful impact, or that I appreciate from an engineering standpoint, to have forever. That Can-Am is sick.
I want that.
That thing is awesome.
That's what I want to get.
That's what Alyssa wants.
We can add that to the collection, but
Well,
everything else,
we would need like 6 of what we're buying today to buy one of those.
or just one Judy.
Or just one Judy. Yeah, but I love my Range Rover. So the thing is, the Range Rover, we're gonna pick it up probably early next week, and it's gonna need a $15,000 service bill. And I thought, okay, what would be like the most reliable, cool car to own, considering I already own, presumably, the least reliable classic car to daily drive. And I've decided on this one that we're going to get. It is a 5-seat luxury sedan, V8, rear-wheel drive, and it's a car my grandmother owned while I was growing up. And it wasn't like the first car. It was like when I was just getting into cars and just about starting to drive as well, she had one of these. And so I remember like moving it around the driveway, and it's the first car I experienced weight transfer with a V8 powering up and the whole thing leaning back and getting on the brakes and feeling the squish going into a corners. And it's not a performance car at all, but I'm really looking forward to having it. So anyway, I've been researching them, and I keep a notification on if one pops up on Auto Tempest or Auto Trader or Cars.com or one of those situations. And what's funny is I was just browsing YouTube, watching videos on this car, and one had just been posted by a channel, and I said, okay, well, let me click on this and see what it is. And it turns out the guy was thinking about selling it. So I just commented on his video, and I said, hey, if you know, my email's on the bottom of our videos, if you're interested, I'd at least be open to chatting about your car that you're selling. And he's like documented his whole ownership history. He's had it for almost 100,000 miles, and I really liked his videos. I thought they were pretty cool. It was like, okay, a guy who's into cars. And it turns out he's a viewer of ours, which was so cool. So yeah, just worked out perfectly. So we worked out a deal. I think we're buying it fairly, right? You know, definitely a good deal, I would say. And we're gonna film a little collaboration video. You'll see him in this video, of course, but we're gonna do a thing because he actually just bought a Tesla, and so he's watched a lot of our electric car videos, and he drives a ton. And this car is designed to do really high mileage. A friend of mine ran his to pretty much 1 million miles. And so, yeah, basically this thing's got 237,000 miles on it, I think, plus or minus. And I really can't wait to go get it. Interesting point is I had him bring the car to his mechanic, George, and I'll leave a link so you can see George below. George is awesome, owns a local shop near him, just north of Glendale, and they did the full timing service to it, new water pump, new thermostat housing, topped off the coolant, some other things. Just like did a once over before we take the car. That way I could just drive it for the next few years. And we did some, preventative maintenance now that we probably could have delayed for another year. But I was like, hey, if we're just getting the car, you already have the mechanic. This is the guy that knows the car. Have him do everything. And it was only like $1,200 or $1,300 for him to do everything. In comparison, the Range Rover, $15,000 for our second service. Crazy. So, yeah, let's go pick this thing up. I'll show it to you when we get over there. We got about 100 miles left to go, and I think we can do it on one charge since the trailer is empty. Fingers crossed, because I want to get there. And it looks like we found the culprit. Look over here, everyone just coming all the way over. This has been the issue I think we've been dealing with, just making sure no one bumps into our trailer back there. Without a car on there, it's kind of hard to tell, so we'll let everyone through. Oh, that guy was so nice, almost caused an accident because of it. This guy, let's hope on the right he sees our trailer. There he goes. Good job. We got smoke in the air. We got, I don't know, looks like something happened over here with the 3 Series in a truck, and this is when they shut down the whole road for it. Well, that's annoying.
Fender bender.
Yeah. God dang. We are gonna. This guy's gotta leave so we can get our Lexus. I mean, he's a trumpet player. He's got a concert tonight in Malibu. We got to get there so we can get our car, and I wanted to shoot a collab with him. I may have to come back and shoot some videos with him in the future. Full send.
We have a trailer.
What's the fastest we can go with the trailer? 85 miles an hour we're doing. I don't know if I want to go any faster than that. Hey, Blue, how's it going, buddy?
You snugging? What are you doing? This wasn't an invitation.
Here we go. We are just arriving over to George's mechanic shop. Blue, hey buddy, can you please go in the back? Thank you. And it says to go to the right over here, but we're actually going to go up straight and see if we can go in the back way, or are we?
No.
No, we're going to go to the right because that is what we do. And then we're going to be looking for the mechanic shop.
There's muffler.
Muffler, yeah, could be
Right
be
there.
that.
Our Toyota and Lexus specialist.
Toyota, Lexus, that's it.
Okay.
So great. Okay, well there's the LS400 right in there. It looks like. I think we'll be able to park this thing right on the street here, and so that will be our. That'll be the big plan. Just park this thing right here along the side, and there's Dave. Awesome. Great. So let's see if we can somehow manage and finagle a U-turn.
I would not go up that.
Yeah, there's no way we can do that. So.
Maybe go up further.
Yeah, but we're kind of stuck here at the moment. Actually, I can make a U-turn here if traffic clears. It won't be a problem. So I'll make a U-turn. We'll park it right over here. Guys, take a look. The first time we're seeing the LS400. This is Dave, by the way. Link in the description to his channel. Huge thanks.
Oh, thank you.
This is cool. Wow, she looks good, or he looks good. It's the old man. We're keeping that name, by the way. The old man looks good from a good 100 feet.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go see it up close.
He's not a perfect car, but
Of course, yeah.
I think he's still very handsome.
Wow. I can't wait to see what Cole can do with it.
Me too. So of course, like one of my favorite features has to be this. And I forgot to do this in my
Oh,
video.
no way! They do that?
Yeah.
So window also goes on an angle?
Yeah.
That's designed that way?
Yeah, and if you look,
What?
it's got these interesting, it's like a little track right here. So it pulls this down.
I've never seen that on an LS.
And I think it's because of this.
Wow, how about that? This thing looks mega.
Yeah.
Really cool. Wow, and I like that it's a driver. You know, the whole goal here is, and I know you subscribe to this theory as well, but cars are meant to be driven.
Absolutely.
And so I'm glad it's got, how many miles are actually on it? 230?
Yeah, let me get you the
Something.
exact.
There's a little trick. I've already learned some of the car's quirks, if you will, by watching his channel, but sometimes you have to hit the dash to get the tack to wake back up.
235, 657.
235, 657, LS400 non-gold pack, which I prefer the non-gold pack.
Agreed.
And yeah, wow, looking great. I just can't believe the interior. It looks brand new.
It's not bad, right? I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. Here are the keys. I have more keys for you, and
Thank
I have
you.
the title, of course.
Great. Well, yeah, we got to figure out all that transaction stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So might have to run down the street to the bank.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted.
Otherwise, I can just sell you for it.
Cool. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
That's sick.
You want to see a little
Sure. Oh, the headlights look pretty good.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
I did, I
Did the turtleneck thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, watch that video.
man, I'm impressed. You've done your research.
Oh, I've been loving your channel. It's been great.
Well, thank you. I'm honored. I've been loving yours.
I feel like I already know the car. That's the cool thing about YouTube.
Yeah, that's what's great
So
about
we
it.
got the new
Fresh
Asen
today.
and that's a Toyota OE part basically.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Wow, nice and cool and stopped.
Yep. June of 22. New battery.
Wow, nice.
The alternator is brand new as of July. I don't know if you saw the video of the mechanic screaming,
I did not.
but it's pretty awesome.
Oh, I think I clicked on it and he was like cursing at the car.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And that was for the alternator.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was super fun.
So it's got a new alternator. Crazy.
yes. Yeah, that went out July 2nd, I believe.
I need to find a George in Colorado.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I wish George had put in the alternator. It's just, I was stuck. I was down in Irvine and I didn't have enough AAA miles to get back
Yeah,
up here.
yeah.
It was going to be like $600.
Oh
so,
my God.
So I thought I would just do it myself.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you know it, like the power steering pulley sticks out like this much. So like you're trying to remove the alternator and it just gets stuck right there.
That's like an engineering for design, not for repairability
Yeah.
situation.
yeah.
And this is, it's the 1UZ with VVTi, obviously, which is the .2 engine of this gen. So it is an interference engine, which is why I really wanted the timing belt done. So that's all set. Don't have to worry about it for how long, do you think?
I mean,
Maybe
he usually says
100,000,
120.
120.
Usually it's 10 years or 100,000 miles.
It'll probably hit 10 years before another
Yeah.
100K. So
Yeah, I
we'll
mean-
just mark it in 10 years from now.
Yeah, I
Put
think
that in the calendar.
I mean that you might never have to do it again, frankly, but
Yeah, it's possible we won't. So
Yeah.
very cool. Let's come along with me this way. Let's take a look inside the driver's seat. I'm gonna have a seat in my new Lexus for the first time.
yep. And I've had this seat repadded, Kyle.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right. 3 times.
yeah, or is that yeah, 2 or 3 times? I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, 3 times. Dang. You know more than I do.
I watched the channel.
I'm impressed.
Oh, it feels good. It's like super springy. I like
dude.
it.
It's so comfy.
Hell yeah.
You're a
Oh
pretty tall
man.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so just sunroof open.
Yeah, all the time.
Wow, this is cool. So I'm gonna order the factory wood wheel for it. It's $900, by the way.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
And the wood shifter. But maybe we can find someone, there's like an aftermarket option we could consider as well. But wow, this thing feels great.
I mean, that's pretty nice leather, all things considered, on the wheel.
Yeah, oh my God, it's in amazing condition.
Yeah.
And I'm really particular about steering wheels, and this is nice.
Yeah.
What's funny is you'll sometimes find certain LSs with air suspension. I'm glad this car doesn't have it, because that would be a disaster for a keeper. But some of them do have air suspension, which is crazy. So overall, just really thrilled. This is way cleaner than I thought it would be, actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm delighted. I decided to leave that phone mount on for
That's
you.
perfect.
Because it was going to be kind of sticky coming off, and
Yeah.
I figured you could probably use it
I'll
anyway.
just ask Colton if he wants to do anything.
Yeah, and then I'll leave this for you as
Oh,
well.
great. Thank you.
You seem like you'd have an iPhone. So
Yes, I definitely do. And what is this in
that
here?
is the remote
For the Pioneer.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll use it for now.
Yeah, it needs a battery.
Okay.
I haven't used it in years. But
Okay, no
I
worries.
guarantee it works.
Should we go for a cruise?
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You guys hop in the back and let's go for a drive. Wow. Right up in the light.
Yeah.
Can't even feel it crank over.
No questions asked, man. It's
And the steering column works,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
yeah, and I'm sure you know this. I had the motor mounts replaced, and that
Yeah.
made just a world of difference.
So let's go for audio for the camera.
Yes.
I love that the sunroof works.
And that's a one touch.
Oh, one touch.
Come on, man.
Love that.
You shouldn't be like the peasants having to hold the button. This is an LS.
It smells just like my grandmother's LS.
Yep. And one touch windows too, all 4.
Oh, all 4 one
Yeah,
touch.
dude.
I love that the rears fold forward. That is so
Isn't
cool.
that neat?
All right, well let's kind of Austin Powers our way out of here.
It just feels so good.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
you know, and I commented on my video this morning when I did my final review.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, I just bought a Tesla Model 3, which, you know, arguably is one of the smoothest things you could drive.
Yes.
But then, like, getting back into this, I'm like, man, even with the 5-speed transmission, like, you really, you know, you get used to the analog kind of feel of this car, and it's like, this is so smooth in its own right.
It's really just, I'm already in love with it.
It's a delight.
It's everything you would want from like a legit mile muncher.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kyle, you know, you can drive this car every day, and it won't.
I probably will for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely want to get to know it, and I think it looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to look way better once Colton does his thing.
Yeah, for sure. No rev matching back in these days. The transmission just pulls itself up.
Yeah.
But wow, this is just an incredible package. I'm really honestly shocked at how clean it is, how nice the steering wheel is, but you also had a cover on it for most of your ownership, right?
Yeah, and I have that in the trunk.
Cool.
I just,
Nice.
for originality, I took it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think to keep it OG, thin
Yeah.
wheel, that's
Yeah.
the goal. If it was my daily, of course, maybe
Yeah.
I could play around with it. But I think the wood wheel will definitely fit pretty nice in here. And I'm just couldn't be more thrilled with it, to be honest.
Oh, I'm so glad, Kyle.
Yeah.
Because I was just worried that you'd be disappointed with it when you
Oh,
saw
yeah,
it or
no.
what, you know.
How could I be? It's a perfect LS. And then we'll go to drive and deal with California traffic. Go see what this thing's like, just cruising around a little bit.
Yeah.
But no squeaks, really not very many rattles, surprisingly.
Yeah, for its age and mileage. Sorry, this fly's annoying me.
Yeah, flies, get the heck out of here.
Yeah, like George said, you know, he looked it over fully. He said the suspension's good. He's like, well, the suspension's okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, take that as you
Yeah,
will.
I mean, if we
It's-
wanted it to be 100%, I'd buy a 30,000 mile
Right.
version, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, look at
Yeah.
how this thing just cruises.
it drives
so
great.
nice.
You know, I mean, if you hit like a really big bump, you may hear a couple of noises, and you know what I mean.
It's
like,
an old car.
It's an old car, but I mean, you put this up like a 50,000 mile car from today, and I think this would be the more impressive car.
It's very, very comfortable. And okay, so one thing I'm really noticing is just how much low down torque there is with this
Yeah.
thing. Just doesn't. We haven't revved over 2 grand on throttle yet. Just
Yeah.
moves along just fine.
It proceeds.
Yes.
And then if you put it in power mode, like it actually feels a little more modern and sprightly.
Sure, of course, yeah.
But I always leave it in normal just
Yeah.
because
This car is not to be rushed.
no,
It is
no.
just a Lexus going about its business.
Yeah, he'll hustle if he has to, but for the most part, we just, you know, we let him get to 90 as slowly as he wants to.
Exactly. It probably just sits at 90, 100 miles an hour
Oh.
all day without no issue.
Just like a missile.
That's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
OG silver Model S on the 21-inch turbines. Very
Pretty
nice.
nice.
That's like one of the last silver ones ever, actually.
Wow.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
I'm amazed at just your depth of knowledge. It's
With electric
staggering.
cars. Actually, what's funny is Alyssa and I were reviewing the Toyota BZ4X right here.
No
Just
kidding.
recently, yeah. Remember
That's
that, Alyssa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've like driven past you, you know?
Oh, it's probably possible. I mean, we're here often enough.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting an apartment in probably Pasadena or somewhere in the LA area.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Let's just go up this way and we'll do a little, now that she's up to temperature,
There you go.
just see what it's like if we just ease into the throttle a little bit. The first hard LS acceleration.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Just freaking boogies, and so solid that torque curve.
Yeah.
Just flat through the whole thing. That's so impressive.
Doing it for Dale all
This
the
is
way.
yeah. This is literally exactly what we did with the BZ4X. We came here, and then we made a U-turn this way.
And I live over here.
Oh no way! That's crazy. Now listen, what do you give us your backseat review?
It's very comfortable back here. I can, yeah, it's nice.
Good.
I like the wood accent
Yes.
over here.
Very nice one.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
not much cracking either, which is a sign of garage keptness for many years. So cool beans, let's load it up behind the trailer and do the thing. But we got some paperwork to do. But initial test drive is 11 out of 10. Couldn't be more thrilled. just perfection in my eyes. And she'll be sticking around forever. So
That's-
thank you again for taking such good care of her.
Oh, thank
Or
you,
him,
Kyle.
I should say.
Yeah,
The
but-
old man.
The old man. Oh, well, Kyle, it really, I just can't tell you how much it warms my heart to transfer it into your care.
Yeah, well, thank you. We will do our best to take care of it. I don't think many of our colleagues will want to drive it.
Yeah.
Because it's not the sexiest, newest thing.
Yeah.
But I'll appreciate it every time I get inside. And again, I really do want to get, maybe I'll take this out to New York because I'd love to get my grandma in to
Oh.
do a video with her driving just like her old car again.
Oh,
And I think that would be so much fun.
that would make me so happy to see that.
What a machine!
And I love how you put it in neutral and set the brake.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
always
always.
how I do it.
Yeah, good.
My man.
Don't want to put the stress on the parking
Oh,
car.
that's so great.
Seriously.
One of our viewers just happened to be
Yes.
driving by.
Yes.
So we're here. We got to take a selfie.
Yes. Take a selfie. I would just be 12 and at night watching videos.
They'll put
Okay,
you
what
to
else?
sleep.
What else is going to show about? And I got the car.
I'm glad. So
Yes.
how are you enjoying it?
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great car.
It's, you know, it's powerful too.
It is. Yeah,
Like
you have an all-wheel
showed
drive
us.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So this is dual motor. Yeah. So
Yes.
300 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks pretty
Very,
good.
very, very great.
Your impression, you know, obviously the car is, if it was brand new, it would be perfect. But is there anything major that we're missing out on it?
There's never anything major when
Right.
we're S400.
I love that.
The only major thing is when somebody sells it.
But I'm sure you'll see it back here. He'll borrow it from time to time.
No, I told David, I said, I'm so glad he's going to a good home.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about LS400s and they buy, they trash it.
Yeah, I hate this. You see them drifting around and slammed and
Yeah.
VIP. It's just not.
Oh, I don't know. I was driving and the engine stopped. Why? I don't know. I mean, there was smoke coming up for the last 10 months. Yeah.
We're just leaving George's shop, and that could not have been a more perfect situation. David just had to leave, but we're going to do some YouTube collaborations together. He's really a car guy, and I really appreciate that. The car drives great. I got a stack of the entire service records with George for the last 100,000 miles of service, and the car is really, really properly maintained. I have the title to it. I haven't paid for it.
Yes, you did.
Oh, we did? Okay. So one thing was we were in a rush to get out here. We didn't swing by a bank, but you PayPal'd him? Okay. Alyssa's paid for it. Thank you very much. And man, we're going to load it up on the trailer and head home.